What does pulling back from the precipice look like in your mind, and how could that be achieved in these next, tumultuous days?
Well, from my perspective, having just talked to the Iranian foreign minister, so from their perspective, they're one party to this. If it stops, they'll go back to negotiations. He told me, we haven't given up on negotiations.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and what does escalation look like on the Iranian part? Like, what do you think they're willing to do?
well, he wouldn't tell me straight out, but they have threatened if the U.S. gets involved. And as Ben laid out, the U.S. has a lot of bases. It has 40,000 troops, I believe, or something like that, personnel in that region.
And more right now, we're sending more.
Yeah,
in.
and
Yeah.
it's considered that Iraq, or militias in Iraq, Iran-backed militias, perhaps the first line of attack on various American targets, but it's not going to be good.
Ben?
De-escalation involves the United States stepping in and saying Israel has to stop the military operation, and we're going to make a nuclear deal with the Iranians, and the Iranians, get crappy terms, and this thing is just kind of put on the freezer. If it doesn't happen, and I think if the U.S. bombs Fordo, to end where Christiane started, there's real meaningful pride in Iran. It's a revolutionary government. Right. It's a government that went through the Iran-Iraq War. So the idea of unconditional surrender, as Trump tweeted, is just not in their DNA.
Or any countries.
And again, we might not see, maybe they go underground with their nuclear program and they pretend like they're making deals, but they pop up in a year or two like North Korea did with a nuclear weapon. Maybe the response comes through an immediate flood of attacks against U.S. service members or oil fields. Maybe it comes later in terrorist actions. But the idea that this is going to be neat and clean and that they're just going to surrender, or that I saw Newt Gingrich post, now's the time for a moderate, inclusive, secular, democratic government in Iran. I'm like, we don't even have one of those in the United States, right?
By the way, they had it and we overthrew it.